It's the biggest little countdown. The longest game.
Every baseball game I watch is the longest game. That game never ends, God.
How long could I have lasted at the longest game? I'm gonna say, well, when's the stretch? 7th inning, right? Yep, probably 3.
I was around, but I wasn't there, but I do remember that game, 33 innings long or something like that?
I didn't go to that game, but the word came up, I guess, that night even. If you were in town, somehow the word emanated from McCoy that they were breaking this record.
I wasn't there. I remember the game very well. It took 2 days. They played until like about 3 or 4 in the morning, and then they called it off and had to play a couple weeks later.
I was a puppy when the game started, and I was well into my adolescence in the middle of the game.
They actually started out with all the players were there. They ended up with only 2 players at the end of the game. It was amazing because they had all aged considerably.
The great thing about it is that nobody went to the game. It was one of those, I think, early spring games. It's freezing cold and it's 2 in the morning. Who's gonna sit there? Nobody.
I was there for the longest game. I was there on that April night. It was the night before Easter.
I was the last person there. It's a historic fact. No one can really talk about it but me. There were no photographers there except for myself. But that was one of the greatest days of my life, and for that I'm grateful.
I was there on the night when everybody says they were there, but I wimped out and left early because it was cold and I was hungry for a roast beef sandwich at the House of Pizza.
That's pretty impressive.
I think it's epic that we have the longest game having happened here.
I guess it has to be history.
It's a record of randomness. It's not really a record of achievement. It's a record of a game that couldn't finish, and no one could finish it. And went on in our the stadium in McCoy, so cool story.
Hold your applause.